Hello everybody, Patty Becker here. Got this on a coffee break. I can't believe it is 2026. We made it, and this is another really powerful year. And when I say another, I don't think we're going to see a year like it. I think that there is nothing that we have experienced before that is going to match what we are going to experience this year. Let's have fun with this. This is not for anyone to feel scared or worried, but for all of us to find a better way to grow, to reach for our dreams and turn them into reality, which this is what this year really is about. What I want to start with is that 2026 adds up to number 10. And in traditional numerology, this is a number that is simplified to 1. And we're going to look at both the 10 and the 1 represented by the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. There's also a few other cards that are helping us out this year, and that is a Sun card. That's because the Sun is number 19 in the tarot, and 19 is 1 plus 9, which equals 10, which equals 1. So we're in the same family of numbers. And then all aces and all tens in the minor arcana are also helping us understand what are our skills, what is that we have learned so far that we can implement this year, what is that we need to let go of and transform. So let's go first with a little bit introduction as of how we got to where we are at today. We are coming from year 2025, which was represented in tarot by Hermit. Hermit is number 9 in tarot. And the Hermit had a tendency to slow things down for us. It might have feel like the last year hasn't been really a very prosperous, or things weren't going fast enough or forward enough. Hermit helps us to understand what are our true treasures, what is our value, what is that we possess internally that we often seek externally. So you see, Hermit likes to walk around with his lantern looking for answers. The answer is always right there, right by him. His lantern is literally the source of his enlightenment. But sometimes you have to look around, and sometimes we need to take different paths. So with Hermit, we were exploring a lot about who we were in the past. So there might have been like ancestral work, things coming up about your family and family tree, and also a lot of inner search and inner work, because Hermit is trying to help us understand our core value, who we are, where we are coming from, and what we're bringing with our gifts, with our skills and talents, what we are offering to others. As sometimes we omit the very simple things about our character or about our skills that are actually very valuable to other people, to society. So Hermit was really helping us understand where we are searching for the external validation of things that we possess internally. For anyone out there who felt like the last year was dragging forever or went really fast, but not much has been accomplished during this time, please look back to see what special skills or talents or like crazy ideas about what you want to do or who you want to become in the future have surfaced for you. And please, if they were really weird or out of this planet, those were the seeds that you need to pay attention to, because no matter what your brain will tell you about how crazy or impossible your wish or dream is, this was really a gift of Hermit, because he helped us understand that the true desires in life are not the external stuff, the validation from other people, but actually accomplishing these wonderful tasks by ourselves, stepping outside of the comfort zone to reach for that which we desire. And Hermit doesn't have that kind of energy to push us forward to go and get it all at once. This is what we're going to be doing this year. But he helped us understand that in our wild garden of the self, there are many flowers that are specific just to us. They're plants that don't grow anywhere else. So what were these really unusual hopes, desires, wishes? Did you want to explore something that hasn't been really on your in the field of your interest before? If you felt like you wanted to start something, go somewhere, change something, change your relationship, place of living, go back to school, and it felt maybe that there was not enough energy, or like the life wasn't really supporting this year is really absolutely going to be the year to give us the charge and energy behind those thoughts and ideas and plans and desires. So let's look at year we're in, 2026, year one. Magician is the main character that is going to rule this year. Magician is so many different things, and please, by all means, go explore your own interpretation of magician, your own feelings about magician, because he is going to be very, very important this year for all of us to understand, embrace, and we all are going to become magicians this year. We're going to explore our inner magic, our power, our courage. Magician is going to help us see through the fog and the smoking mirrors and act upon that truth. Now, this truth might not be comfortable, and the action might be difficult. It might require from us to become much more proactive, much more outgoing. We might have to speak out a lot louder our inner truth. Being expressive about your true feelings and desires and wants and needs and what you are expecting to see in the world is really going to be a main drive for the magician this year. Magician is very mercurial energy. It is all about communication. So how we are talking to each other. Do we have around us people who are bringing us down? They're literally constantly negative, and they might be repeating some negative things I hear from other people. Do we want to shut them out of our life? Do we want to put some sort of barrier between this negative talk? We really can't afford this year feeding ourselves with negativity. We have to, I'm not saying put on pink glasses and pretend everything is good. I'm just saying cutting out the negative talk garbage, like in the TV, in the news, just cut it out as much as possible, because not only this is going to feed you with negative emotions, but also I think this year we are going to see a lot of stuff on the news that is going to be propagandized, fake AI, disinformation, and I don't think we're going to know for sure who is saying what and what's real and what is not. So we have to discern, what are we watching, with whom we are hanging out, what are we allowing us in terms of information to come our way. Making the choices of who is going to be the source of information for you and how you're going to fill your day with that information is going to be really important. And I'm not just talking about news and the latest information from around the world, but your podcasts, your audiobooks, your newspapers, all of that matters, because I see Mercury / magician as someone who delivers something new. It really is an energy of new beginnings, and action that we take upon some great inspiration. So we might be inspired by information and news to do something, to create something new, to say no or to say yes to something that we were not really interested in taking a voice or opinion about earlier. And this is the year where we're going to hear news that we just we did not see that coming. It's going to be very interesting. Magician brings all 4 elements to the table. The fire, which I think is going to be very, very potent this year, as we are also about to enter the year of the fire horse. So I see the Ace of Wands, for example, as just an additional energy to that fire horse. It really, really brings to mind a beautiful Knight of the Wands in the Tarot deck, right? Very powerful, moving forward energy, a lot of movement, a lot of stamina, vigor, and renewal. But how are we going to get there if you're not on fire right now? And if you are if you're on fire right now, going through all of your life processes with a speed of the red fire horse, then I congratulate you. That's amazing. But I think a lot of us are still kind of wondering, what are we going to do next? And we feel the energy, it's like a propulsion energy that is behind us, that it's like a gentle push right now, and we can sense it, we can smell it, but it's not here yet because we're still clearing stuff from the last year. I mean, we're still in a snake time for the next few weeks, so we're still shading off the last of the last, and the last of the planets that are in old signs are still kind of lingering, just on the edge of moving to their new positions. So we're at the last moment of clarifying, visualizing, realizing, and making mental note on what is happening in our psyche, what is that the great realizations are, the aha moments. We are already sensing that Eureka energy coming our way, like, oh my God, I can't believe I never thought about going this direction, or going back to school, or starting a new relationship, or listening to my mom. It could be just pretty much anything you can think of. Then what we're going to do with the energy of the fire, we're going to transform it into a way we are emotionally expressing that strong desire. We don't want to use the fire just for the sake of using it. We don't want to be like kids who just discover the matches, right? We want to know what we're going to do with this fire. Even if this fire is calling us to revolt, rebel, say no, go against, we still need a understanding that after the smoke comes down, we are going to be the ones rebuilding, regenerating, repurposing. So therefore, it would be wonderful if we could use the energy of the other aces. Funny, that's where we're going first in this video. But okay, so we're going to go to Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, in terms of a helpful or the powerful element of water that the magician is bringing to the table, is ability to express ourselves emotionally in a mature way. So this is not shouting out our anger, unless sometimes it's a good thing to do that. But when we apply smart emotions, we can take that to a higher level where we bring on solutions, forgiveness, compassion to the situation. And the cups will help us understand that emotional expression, a clarity of what is that we desire, is going to help us come in tune with this year's energies, with the new beginnings. The Ace of Cups is going to help us heal all wounds around relationship, especially this year, as we are going to you just allow healing come in freely. And then with that, we are going to experience the energy of the Ace of Swords. So that is a super important aspect of the Magician, as well as, so when the Magician brings the Ace of Swords to the game, he brings a very, very sharp mind. So the swords, being the element of air, represent the mind, the intellect, the logic, ability to plan forward, to visualize, to have a vision and articulate it. And Magician is really about that too. So we are having an opportunity to really bring forth our thoughts and ideas. I really think that this will be a fantastic year for anyone that is hoping to start a blog or a writing career, or anyone who'd like to be more open about their feelings in a spoken way and would like to share publicly about struggles and healing tools and modalities. This would be a really fantastic year to give the community. I'm not talking about making a channel that's going to make 1,000,000 views all at once, although by all means, if that's your goal and your capability, it'll be fun to see you go there. But I'm talking about sharing by using your voice. This is really important. Voice, speech, communication, being visible, telling people about your struggles, so they can understand that they're not alone in their own struggles, will be so important this year. Hiding the emotional wounds and the emotional healing that comes from the process of transformation is not going to help us this year. We need to share these thoughts, these ideas, these processes. So if you feel like starting a little group in your local library, or writing your thoughts as a stream of consciousness and sharing them online. So this is not about likes or popularity, but it's about you becoming braver at being a part of this Aquarian age. This year will be supported by learning new things, but exploring new technologies. And then with that, we're moving to the Ace of Discs, of Pentacles, right? And the Pentacles are the earth element. We are going to be asked to put hard work this year in all of that change and transformation. And none of it is going to just appear from the outside. It's not going to sprinkle from heaven. It's going to be the inner transformation that we know we put hard work into. This is, physical transformation. If you've been feeling eager to start a new diet or become more athletic, this will be a great year to really start something new. So new sports. And I don't even like the word diet. I'm talking about a relationship with food. It's about adding something very original and new to our overall energy this year. And with Ace of Discs, we're being asked to have a new look at, how we nurture ourselves. What are we putting into our body? When was the last time we detoxed? When was the last time we did some sort of fasting? Is there enough movement? Maybe the body needs to slow down. Maybe it needs more stretching and not vigorous exercises. So you know best. You've got to talk to your body. Go into meditation and ask, what does your liver need? What does your heart need? And nurture that. This will be a good year for all of us to start a new financial routine. So, a new way to budget. new way to be accountable for your finances, great year for investments. This is the Ace we're talking about. So you've got a new beginning in financial systems. And I think those are going to be shocking beginnings and unsuspected new beginnings where a small little companies might bring on stocks that are going to turn out to be a gold mine for you. Since we have covered the aces, let me very quickly touch upon the tens, because they're also the tools that are helping us this year to understand our path. So it's really important because 10 is the finalizing energy in the minor arcana in the tarot. The tens are accomplishments, are finishing, it's endings, it's what we cannot take with us to the next story, and we need to release the baggage or the burden. So let's start with 10 of Wands, because I know everybody's gonna wonder about that. So 10 of Wands is our baggage that we have picked up, and my gut feeling tells me that this is a baggage of many years of keeping things to ourselves, getting things done by ourselves, taking on responsibilities that with time overwhelmed our energy. But since we already said yes to those burdens, then we decided to keep them on. And this is very much connected to all of these cycles, astrological cycles that are coming to an end. So we're asked to release and let go of that which is no longer needed in our life. We cannot have the freedom of movement if we are tied down by 10 of Wands, dragging us down and keeping us slow, and our backs hurt and our neck hurts and the headache is on, and we just can't keep going that direction. So question with the 10 of Wands is, what is that burden that you know you have to release? Is this a relationship, addiction? Is it work related? Is it a habit that we cannot take with us to this beautiful new beginning of the year one? So with that, we also have 10 of swords. This is another difficult aspect of this year. The 10 of swords is this strong conflict between financial and personal balance. We want to achieve this greater union between our personal life and our professional life, and this year might be really difficult to achieve this balance, because we're going to be drawn either into the direction of the new passion, new project at work, a new way we are now dealing with our own body, and you're gonna be pulled back into the old ways of the familiar, of the pleasurable. It might feel like we're going kind of back and forth between really struggling with keeping up with these new habits, and then also having extreme momentum and saying no to all of that doesn't serve us. So we might see a little bit of that yo-yo effect. The 10 of Cups welcomes celebration, welcomes fulfillment. It tells us that this is absolutely a good year to celebrate things that are worth celebrating. So accomplishments, milestones, any type of life events, coming of age, marriages, birthday parties. Make sure you have fun this year with your special little events and big life events. This is a year to really put on table good food and have your friends come over. This is actually very much energy of both 10 of Cups and 10 of Discs. The 10 of Discs really like a big nice party with extra light and extra candles and extra food and good drinks, and just everyone comes together, the family is there, everyone is participating, having fun. The Ten of Cups wants us to express the feelings truly this year, so, but also beautifully. So this is speech that is compassionate, that embraces the differences, but also honors our own unique self. And the Ten of Discs will reward us for our efforts to change the way we feed ourselves, to it will reward us if we are truly working with our body to heal, to transform. And this is also not just physical change, but psychosomatic. So if there are any past life wounds and things that are lingering from childhood, we will be rewarded this year for bringing that to the surface, putting some light on it, and releasing, literally digesting all of this old stuff. We are also, of course, going to talk about the Wheel of Fortune, which is also the 10. Wheel of Fortune is bringing the change to this year. Just in case you guys weren't aware of that, there is a lot of change with astrology, with numerology, with patterns, with weather, with governments. The change is full on, and we will be changed by this year as well. We're going to find where we're going this year, and what's the purpose, and where we are aligned with our goals and vision. But before we get there, we are going to be kind of lost a few times here and there. The Wheel of Fortune is going to bring us a lot of lucky breaks and breakthroughs, but not without our hard work and without our input into the whole system, right? Because Wheel of Fortune is a roulette, and you can't win if you don't play, and you have to take a risk, and you might lose. And it's not the same thing as gambling, because we are really kind of on the receiving end this year. So we are receiving whatever Wheel of Fortune is going to bring us, and we can stay centered within the center of the Wheel of Fortune and allow it to just deliver to us the change, or we can get spinning on the outside of the wheel with all of these other creatures and people and events and feelings and emotions and fears and worries, and we can be spinning and spinning until the wheel slows down, and then we recenter ourselves, right? So it's really up to us how we react to the events of this year. And I think we're all going to be taken out for a ride. I will be really happy to hear that you've been centered all year, and that the events of this year have not put you on a crazy spin. But I think we're all going to be spinning here and there, and I think that's okay. This is going to help us realign with our true North Star. Wheel of Fortune really is looked at as a compass, and compass can show us direction, right? Are we going north or south? Which direction are we going? Which direction are we supposed to go? Are we going the right direction? Are we facing the right direction? If you're going north and you're supposed to go south, then you need to get spinned a little. You need to get you're gonna get spinned, and you're gonna be combobulated, and you're going to wonder how you got where you got, and you're gonna find your way. So using your intuition this year is gonna be important, because when your mind is going to try to help you logically figure out what's going on and put some meaning to the craziness around you, it's your intuition that also that is really going to help you become more aligned with your path, and it will feel less scary. We might be able to find some buried treasures this year, both literal but also unsuspected ones. So we might be meeting lost, forgotten family members, or we might be reunited with friends that have been out of our zone for decades. This might be a lost pet that out of the blue returns to us. This could be a year of amazing reunions, and I also think this might be a year of amazing romantic reunions of the twin flames, as they say, coming together, because we are also helped here with the energy of the Sun card. Sun being number 19 in tarot, likes all things related to relationships. It likes to celebrate the relationships. So I see a lot of people finding each other. If you're longing for a relationship, this might be a wonderful year to connect to your karmic partner. I'm not saying that everybody's gonna get married this year, although I think the marriage is going to be on the rise. I think there's gonna be, if anything, a lot of impromptu marriages, fast marriages. Las Vegas is going to see a boost in quick marriages. I think that the people who are going to find each other that haven't been able to reconnect for a long time, maybe even many lifetimes, I think this is gonna be like a beautiful blooming romance. And I think next year is going to see, with the energy of 2, I think we're gonna see a lot of actual legal marriages coming through. And I think 2029 is gonna be a year when we're gonna see a lot of babies coming, a lot of children. So I am happy for all of you who are going to find your soulmate this year, and for all of us who are been married for a long time or have partners for a long time, fantastic year for finding new sources of connection, for finding new level of intimacy, but also a new level of adventureness. Adventureness will be a wonderful remedy for a lot of relationships this year. For all of you who would like to work a little bit deeper with the energies of this year, and in particularly with the cards mentioned in this show, I have prepared some fun prompts and journaling ideas and some creative ideas for you guys to play with, in order to get deeper in touch with what's possible, what's calling you this year, where is that you want to go. These exercises can help you set tone for your intention for this year. They might help you understand what kind of creative energy is calling you to be explored, and so on. I know that whatever is not in the vortex of my immediate reality, where I can respond and in some positive way find solutions to the problem, is really not my business. But I think we are at the place in our global evolutionary story where everything is our business at this point. And I think this is the year where we're going to be asked to be vocal about this. Remember, the aces are unifying energy. The magician is a unifying energy. Magician says, I am here to help you enter this amazing story of new beginnings that bring for you personally everything you've ever dreamed of. But are you prepared to fight for it? There are many ways where we can affect our immediate reality and our immediate environment. And we're going to do it together. This year is going to be amazing for that. So I urge everyone to look for communities, for classes, workshops, events, get-togethers, musical concerts, and for poetry reading gatherings. I think it's going to be amazing year to make new friends, to learn new things, to become a new person, to let go of old habits and old things that don't serve us, and really awaken as a whole new being. I hope you all can really get there with all of your might and all of your heart as soon as possible. We are really in a potent time of transformation, so I will be coming back with more videos. We're going to be talking about these transformations and what does that mean for us. There's some workshops coming up, so if you guys want to check that out, please look at the link below. Some of these are in person and I have some online ones coming up, so feel free to join the community and become an inspiration for someone else out there. And until the next video, please stay safe, and then until the next time I see you guys, please be well.